So one of the things I'm excited about with First Door is that you're an RTO who are striving to create a quality qualification.
Yes.
You know, one that is about really being the best you can as a professional, rather than how fast can you get your qualification and get into an early childhood service.
Yeah.
So that's been a breath of fresh air. Can you tell me a bit about what being a professional looks like as your vision at First Door?
Yeah. Well, I guess we've got to think right back to when early childhood was a place that people saw themselves as babysitters,
Yep.
where it was go from high school, get a job here. And we've moved on with the Early Years Learning Framework, with the government understanding that early childhood is the primary foundation, huge part for future of society. If we have quality here, we're going to have better citizens for the future. So that means we need professionals, and I felt frustrated at the quality of training that I saw out there. I didn't think it was preparing early childhood with professionals. So how did we move that up? And part of that is living and breathing the Early Years Learning Framework. Really seeing that as our tool to be our best. That Early Years Learning Framework comes from great theorists and philosophies, that when we understand those, we can see how it's shaped together by experts for us. So a professional follows that framework that we've been given by the government through the experts and lives and breathes it.
And one thing that I've noticed about First Door is that you aren't just about ticking the boxes of getting those competencies done, but more immersing yourself in professional discussion, in inquiry, in debate even, which of course, if we go back to your comment about the Early Years Learning Framework, that's one of the principles and practices of that framework is to engage in professional inquiry, debate, find where your philosophy sits, where your theory sits, and explore more of that with your colleagues in a professional way. And that's something that I've seen you're doing at First Door.
Yeah. So that's even with our personal mentoring. We start getting students right from the beginning engaging in professional conversations with us, using the language and getting confidence with that so that they can move on to embrace that with feeling like they can have those robust conversations with their team and challenging thinking. Because how easy is it to become locked in and stuck where you are in your centre with what you're doing. So this is really our passion, is to keep showing best practice, showcasing centres like this, what they're doing. So all of our presentations and flexible learning shows this in real life. Great examples to inspire. Keep shifting.
Yes, and it's great to have you on board as an RTO teaching educators right from the first moment they have in the profession of, you know, what are some frameworks that can inspire you, and how can you go about doing your practices in early childhood that are cup filling and that give to children, and I guess inspire and give them confidence to feel like that they're going out into the profession with a handful of tools in their toolkit.
Yeah, absolutely.